Hello everybody, and welcome to my channel, Momentous. Today, I'm going to be showing you a starter guide to Subnautica. This is just after, and I mean just after you start the game, and you crash here. So, I haven't done anything except for put out the initial fire,
The Aurora suffered
and I'm good.
orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. Zero human
So,
life signs detected.
If you want to know how to get started, then this is the video for you. First thing you're going to want to do, you're going to look through all this, see, you got all your stuff here that you can make with stuff that you find in the game. This is called a fabricator. So you can make the water you need, you know, the food you need, all that. You can make equipment for yourself, such as a O2 tank, fins, you know, all that kind of stuff. And we're going to be going out and trying to build this. It's called a scanner. You can use it to, well, scan things like, say, a fish or a new resource that you don't know about. And it will tell you all about it. And you could also use it to scan things called fragments, which you use to be able to fabricate other things such as vehicles, equipment, and stuff like that. So we're going to be trying to build this first. As you can see, we're going to need a battery and one piece of titanium. Now, to do that, we're going to need to know how to build a battery. So let's go to resources and electronics, and right here it says you need copper ore and 2 acid mushrooms. So to get that, we're just going to head out into the water right here. So we're going to open this and drop right in. And as you can see, we've spawned in a relatively safe place, which is actually called the Safe Shallows. So you don't really have too much to worry about in here. There is no predators unless you go into this little area called the kelp forest, or down there into the grassy plateaus. So what this is limestone. It's a limestone outcrop. When you break this, it will contain either titanium or copper, which are both things we need. So you can find these all over sides of cliffs like these, you know, even in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to break this and see we got a piece of titanium that we need. So if we just head into our inventory, you can see it's right there. Now, if you find another one, like this one right here, and you see I got copper ore from that one.
Component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible.
Now, give me a second. You're gonna need to get oxygen when you see that O2 alert right there. Right there. So you start with 45, and it's basically just how much your breath has. Now right here is a Seaglide fragment, which is something we're gonna need to scan with the scanner we are getting. Now the last thing we need to build the battery is 2 acid mushrooms, which are really easy to find in the Safe Shallows. Just these things right here. So I'm just gonna grab 2 of them, and we're gonna head back to our life pod. So now that I'm in the life pod, we're going to open this fabricator, go here, and we're gonna make the battery. So now we have the battery. Oh, and it also looks like we've unlocked the ability to make a power cell, but we don't need to worry about that soon, as it is used to power a lot better vehicles and things like that in the game. So now we can build this scanner. And if I'm going too fast for you, remember you can keep pausing the video, go around and look for the limestone and everything. So now that we have that, I guess I'm going to tell you about this thing. It's called a medical kit fabricator. Every 30 minutes, it will spawn a medical kit, which you can use to replenish your health. Now, back in here, I'm going to open here. Now, this is other stuff that we're going to end up having to make eventually, along with this O2 tank, which we need 3 titanium for. I guess that would be really useful, and I guess we'll go do that right now. Actually, first, I'm going to teach you how to get food and some water. So if you look around, this thing is called a peeper. It's very useful.
New creature discovered.
And that thing down there is called a boomerang, which I'm also going to grab one of. Now, these two
New
are a
creature
very good
discovered.
source of food, at least in the beginning of the game, till you're able to start farming and growing plants and everything like that. So what you have to do is you have to go to your fabricator, go into substance, and cooked food. And then you can cook the peeper, and you can also cook the boomerang.
Small organisms while disposing of the
Like that.
skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs,
Yeah.
thus rendering them safe for human consumption.
And then we see it gives you 5 water and 32 food, 21 food and 3 water. So if we just eat all of those, you see the food bar and the water bar go up by a lot. Now the next thing that we're gonna need, because you can see all around here, our entire pod is all broken and all that. So what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to build a repair tool. And for that we need silicone rubber, cave sulfur, and titanium. Now we know how to get titanium, but we don't know how to get cave sulfur or silicone rubber. So if we open up our PDA here, go this way to the little wrench thing, you can see titanium can be found in limestone, as well as little pieces of metal that you find on the ground that you can go fabricate into for titanium. And silicone rubber is made with creepvine seed clusters, which I'll show you how to get in a minute. Now I'm not sure if we have cave sulfur yet. I don't believe we do. No, so I'm gonna have to go show you guys how to do that. So if we drop down in here, then you see these creep vines right here? So if you go to one of them, oh, and you could scan these as well, like this. And yeah. But if you go this way, you see those I forgot what to call them, the creep vines, right? So we're just gonna go over to one of them, and I guess we could break this piece of limestone on the way with the copper ore right there.
Life on
And
this
we're
planet
going
grows
to
in unusually
grab that.
distinct and diverse ecological biomes. Further
And
study
this
recommended.
is the metal salvage that we can turn into titanium.
New blueprint acquired.
So we're gonna go over here, and I'll show you how to get the Seaglide in a minute. And oh, so to get water, you see these little purple things?
Oxygen.
They're called bladderfish. Oh, I need oxygen. Give me a second. Basically, the bladderfish, instead of fabricating them into food, you can fabricate them into a water bottle, and they give you a really good source of water.
New creature discovered.
There's also another way to get water, which involves
Alien
using
life
bleach,
forms may have
but
unexpected
that is
applications. Utilizing alien
it-
resources is a critical
depending on how you,
strategy.
on where you are in the game,
Detecting
it might be a bit
increased
harder
local
to do.
radiation levels.
So we're gonna make
Trend is
silicone
consistent with
rubber
damage to the aurora's
with the
dry
creepvine
core
seed cluster,
sustained during planet
like that.
fall.
We're also gonna make titanium with our metal salvage. And then we still need the water, so we're gonna go to water, filtered water right there, and you make it with the bladderfish. It makes you 1 filtered water, which replenishes 20 H2O. So we drink that, and there you go. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is show you how to get the Seaglide, because we're going to need it to get the creepvine seed cluster, and you'll understand why in just a minute. So if we go back to this little box, you can see the Seaglide fragment, and see, if you scan that, it says 50% done. So we're going to need to search more boxes and find another Seaglide fragment. Now it's nighttime, and that is probably going to scare you a lot at first. It scared me a lot, but it really isn't all that bad, so you don't need to be too worried. We're also going to build a standard O2 tank here with 3 titanium. I'm sure you understand how to build that right now. So now we can see we have 75 oxygen,
Acquired.
which is really good. Now, I'm gonna go to this piece of wreckage over here, but you can find these boxes all along the safe shallow. But this is pretty much a hot spot for them. So we just search around, and is this one? Oh, it's a beacon fragment. So if you ever see any of those fragments, you should probably scan them. Grab trap fragment. Those could also help a lot. Oh, there's something in that bin over there too. Let's hope it's a Seaglide fragment. So the grab trap isn't too important just yet. And here's the other Seaglide fragment. So we're just gonna scan that. And we're gonna go to our life pod and see what it takes to build one.
30 seconds.
So let's just head up into our life pod. Open the fabricator. And where would it be? Equipment, I think. Give me a moment. Seaglide right here. So we're gonna need titanium, copper wire, lubricant, and a battery. So we know how to build a battery, but lubricant is you need the exact same things that you need from silicone rubber. You just need a creepvine seed cluster, and to get copper wire, you just need 2 copper ore. Now, if we just, oh god, I keep messing this up. Where were you again? Oh right, it was in deployables. So yeah. So then we're just gonna go get all that to build our Seaglide. So a battery, if you remember, copper ore, and 2 acid mushrooms. So we're gonna need to go get all that. So we need 2 more acid mushrooms, just like that. Now we're gonna have to go search for some limestone. Now you won't be able to see too much in the ocean just yet, because we don't have any flashlight or anything like that. And I wouldn't recommend going really all that deep, just because you don't have enough oxygen to be able to do everything properly, or any vehicles to safely get around. And then I think, yes, this is limestone. We're gonna break that. That one only gave us titanium, which is not really what we need right now. So I'm just gonna continue this way. And I wouldn't head in there just yet, because that is where we could find the cave sulfur, but it has a an enemy in there that will do a lot of damage to your health. So another limestone outcrop, and there we got copper ore. So we just need 1 more, and we'll be all ready. I'm just gonna get a bit more oxygen here. Head back down, and as you can see, it's becoming day again, which is good for our cause. So we're gonna check this out. I'm gonna try to keep this video spoiler free as well, just because I really think that this is a game that's really great to experience without too much help, other than just where to find things. Or at least I don't like getting my story elements spoiled, but I guess I could make some videos on that if you guys really want me to. But sorry if you hear any noise in the background. So I can't seem to see any limestone. It can take a while sometimes. So yeah, but it shouldn't take too long until we can get some. Oh, we need a bit of oxygen. There we go. Back to full oxygen, and let's just check this out. Oh, here's one. Let's hope this is a copper. Nope, it was just titanium, but that's okay. Okay, don't venture too far into this cave just yet. I'm just gonna go in there to grab that. And with that, we are going to be able to go build a Seaglide. So let's just head over there. And if you notice, I also picked up quartz over there, which are good for building glass and things of that sort. Which you won't need right now. So it's not really too worth it to pick them. We're just gonna swim over to this data box. Oh, it's just another Seaglide fragment, which we do not need anymore. Although if you scan something you already have, then you do get 2 titanium. But we don't need that right now. So, let's board our escape pod, go to the fabricator, and we can build copper wire, the battery, and I believe that leaves us with just... Oh, God, I keep forgetting it's a deployables. With just lubricant to get. So, let's go head back to these creep vines and get us some creep vine seed cluster. And this right here, this is salt. This is quite useful for making different types of water, like to make the bleach disinfect your water. So, yeah, if you end up wanting to go on the path of making bleach, then salt is very important. Oh, we have some limestone, which is worth getting. So we have another bit of titanium there. We're just gonna head into the escape pod. Now, in here. Now we can make the lubricant.
Lubricant is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants.
And there we go, guys. We have enough things to build our Seaglide. Now,
the Seaglide.
The next thing and last thing I'll be showing you how to get in this video is the repair tool. So we do have the silicone rubber we need, we just need the cave sulfur. We might as well build the survival knife while we're at it, since that is an important thing in the game too.
Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains
now we just
the
need to
only
get the cave
exception.
sulfur. So, if we go down into one of these caves, and this is going to be very risky without your Seaglide because you will take damage. And by the way, it just makes you move around a lot faster. I'm just gonna swim up here. Seems that I can't really get into the cave from here, doesn't it? Okay, so we're gonna have to keep looking for a new cave. I'm gonna take our Seaglide to do that. This might have it in there. So we're gonna have to be careful and look around. Doesn't seem like there was any in that cave, which is unfortunate since we need to find one. But we're just gonna keep going to different caves. And these things are completely harmless except for the stuff that comes out of them, which is not good. If you go in there, you will probably die. So, you could be around them, except if you see that they put out their little gas pods, then you're gonna need to watch your back. Get out of there quick. Okay, so we found another cave. We're gonna head into this. I guess we can break some limestone while we're at it. Oh, another titanium. That is a whole fish. You can pick them up and eat them if you want to. Oh, that's what we're looking for. So we're gonna need to attract him out of his little pod. He's right there. And we're gonna need to swim away really fast because he actually just explodes. So if we didn't have the Seaglide, we would have taken a lot of damage from him. So now we're gonna head back into his cave to where his nest was. Just like this. And right there, cave sulfur. You pick it out of his nest, and you just continue on back to your leg pod. I am starting to get hungry and thirsty, so I'm going to pick up this bladderfish and the peeper over here. We're going to use our Seaglide to get back real fast. And you can also turn on a flashlight, which is very useful at night, and a little mini-map looking thing. Over here, we're just going to head back into the sea pod, or the, sorry, escape pod. And go here. Basic material. I'm just gonna get, I'm just gonna cook my peeper. And make a bit of water. Now, if we just head down here, we can make our repair tool. So, once that's made, it'll show up in our inventory. And now, we have this repair tool, which you should use to repair this right here.
Lab secondary systems
Turns all that on.
Running full
And
diagnostic and outputting
repair
results to
the
database.
radio. I'm not gonna play the radio either, since it is actually spoilers. Did this respawn yet? Yes, it has. So I'm just gonna go up here. There you have it. Beginner starter guide for Subnautica. Thank you all for watching, and remember to like and subscribe.